Hey, it's Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and today I am making something fabby from something shabby. And what we're starting out with really isn't all that shabby to start with, so we're just going to make it fabulous instead of just fabby. All right, this is a Take 5 playlist. I hope you'll check my description so you can see everyone else in the playlist, and check out my friend Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration, who is also the co-host of this fun shabby to fabby playlist. And we do a playlist with Take 5 every other week with all kinds of creatives. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're starting out with this silver coffee pot that I got from a local thrift store. That's my shabby. That's why I say I'm not starting out with anything too shabby, but I am thrifting. So I got this for $6. It was on clearance. I also got the sugar and the creamer and a little teapot also. And but this alone was $6, and I thought it was a pretty good deal. So we're going to turn it into something fabby here. Okay, so I'm going to start with some styrofoam balls. These are small, maybe 1.5 inch, and some what we used to call Play-Doh. Now it's modeling dough if you get it from the Dollar Tree. So it came in a pack of 4, pink, green, blue, and orange. So some fun colors. And then I picked up some Model Magic yellow, and I already had some white that I got from Dollar General. So we're going to start out with that. Let's start out, I think I want to start out with the pink. I do hope this works, what I've been planning to do here with this. So I'm just going to flatten it out here. Probably should have some clean surface to be doing this instead of where I've been painting. And but hey, it's going to work out just fine. If it gets paint on it, we'll put that on the inside part of it. Now I'm just going to grab one of my jars of paint and just roll that out flat. It is really thin now, so and that's really how I was imagining that it would be. So we're going to put that on here. And of course I'm going to need some more, because that's not nearly enough, but it's okay. Just going to stick it on our ball. I probably should put some kind of powder or something on my fingers, I guess. Now, I do have some bamboo skewers here. I'll grab one of those. I think that'll help us with our sticking issue that I'm having. And we'll just stick that right in there, or at least part of the issue. I'm going to stick that in there so we got something to hold on to. Alright, and I might just go ahead and put it in there so it's not getting messy while I'm rolling out more Play-Doh. So let's get you sped up here through this process. So I just grabbed one of my plastic paint spatulas, and I'm just smoothing out my dough on my modeling dough on my ball. I don't want it to be perfect because it's supposed to be candy, and or maybe a cake ball. Who knows? A surprise waits in there. But I'm just spreading it out, making sure we've got pink all over our ball, and I think that looks really pretty. Maybe it looks like it dipped into a vat of candy coating here. And we're just going to keep smoothing that out. Get it smooth. Other tools that I'm sure fake bakers use often. I'm not usually a fake baker. I do love making stuff like this though. And I use whatever I have. So that's what you can do. Just use whatever you have, and just make it fun. Just enjoy it. Now, if you're going to sell it, yeah, you can invest in a more expensive tools. So here's what we have, a nice candy ball. I got that now. So now I'm going to take some of my green and grab a little bit of that, not as much, because we're going to make like a little frosting on top of our little candy. So I'm just going to grab out some of the dough. Let's close that up so it doesn't dry out. I've not used this Play-Doh for this, but we'll see, you know, how it goes. If it lasts, we'll have to see on that, right? So let's get it flattened out here. I'll leave it a little bit thicker than I did the pink. Got that like that. And then I'm going to take, grab my a little pointy palette knife. And we're just going to, let's get that a little bit, let's get it a little more rounded here. And I'm just going to come in here and maybe shape up like it had a dripped down frosting or a candy coating of some sort. You might just go ahead and cut out part of that. Move this piece. You might could even just put that up there. Then we're going to round out our little edges so they're not all ooky ooky. And just keep doing that. Taking out a little part here and there. Almost looks like a little flower. But this is going to be so cute. This may be a centerpiece or something for a party. I love assemblages, and I planned to do a fall one with this, and I just decided, oh, I want to do this. I think this would be fantastic. Alright, so now we've got our basic little flower shape. So you can see that. Here, let's see if we can't get it up off the table without destroying it. It's alright, I'm not worried about losing that little piece. Get it better when we get it. It's our basic little piece. Now, I'm going to, since I got all those little blobs of clay, I'm just going to put it on here. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Ooh. Ooh, sorry. I fogged up my glasses. So I'm just kind of smushing it on here. Oh, we already had. And we can go back in and shape that up. I do have a little knife over here I could use for that more detailing if we wanted to do that. Let's put this back in here. Oh. Oh, I used to play with Play-Doh when we were little, when we were children growing up. We'd take the newspaper and press it on the paper and make it, I'm just tapping it in. And it would pull up the like comic strips on the Play-Doh, and then you could stretch the faces out, and that was so much fun. I'm just tapping it down, just trying to make it look a little bit better. Now right there. Now, it's kind of like it's got a little bit of green candy coating on the top. That's right, pretty. Alright, what we're going to do next. So I have these little pearls I got from Dollar Tree. This is 0.55 inches or 1.4 centimeters in diameter. And I had planned to paint them, but honestly I think just a little white candy pearl on the top would be really cute. I'm just going to smush that right in there. What do you think? I like it. It's really cute. Let me close this up here. Get that out of the way. Alright, so now, what have we got next? Alright, I have some large glitter combination here. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to shake it up some because it's like all the little pieces have fallen to the bottom. So I'm going to open it up. Let's get this up here. You know, we probably should put a little Mod Podge on it, huh? A little Mod Podge to kind of secure that to. Let me grab a brush. What kind of brush we got here? This one's kind of, looks like it'll be good for Mod Podge. I'll just put some of that on this top part. Brush bristle stuck on there. They'll be thinking they got hair on their candy, huh? Hairy candy. Nobody likes hairy candy, huh? Got that. And that should dry clear. Let's get it on down here a little bit more. Got to get our fingers in it, don't we? Alright, now let's try our glitter. And now this time I really do need something underneath here to catch this glitter. Let's do that. It almost looks like a tomato right now. I don't know about that little pearl, if I like that on there or not. That's right cute, huh? Yeah, that's going to be nice and pretty. So, there we go. And so now we have that. And here's what I want to do with that little, I also have these decorative paper straws. Kind of pastel colors here. I'm going to grab one of those. I think I'm going to get the green and white stripe one. And I'm just going to bring that right up there. Because it'd be a little bit hard, I think, for it to poke into the ball itself. So now we've got it. Oops, maybe I pushed my ball off. What's happening? It's pushing the ball off. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I might have to add a little bit of glue up here up top. So let's hold on a minute. Alright, so I think I'm going to cut the straw in half. Got a little hindsight here. Whoopsie. I have to get that one. And then also break our stick. So I'm gonna, my glue is heating up, so I'll get this up here. Like that. And we could, I think this is what I'm gonna do. That right there. Claire, it looks like a pink tomato. I don't know, that pearl ain't doing anything for it, is it? Let's go right around our straw at the top with our candy. Just a little bit. So it gives the appearance that maybe some of that candy drip down on the straw. Okay. Fake bakers are cringing all over the world right now. But hey, it's just fun. It's just fun, right? So that's what we have. Now I do want to leave a little bit of my bamboo skewer out for what we want to do with that. So I'm going to break that off. Let's close up that dough and set it aside. Let's see, is it going to stay? I think it is, just with that little candy on there. So next, what I have for us, now I can't lay it down like I was and stick it in the spout. I have a cone that also came from Dollar Tree. And I plan to put it in there, but I want to cut part of it off. It sticks up just a hair. And I'll just have this thing here. Chisel-y thing. Make a little tag off. Alright, and let's just, because I have something I want to do with the end of this too. I do have a styrofoam tool to cut this easier, but yeah, locating stuff for me is hard sometimes. And I also have some blades in here, but this is going to work just fine. Just break that off. Nobody's going to see that rough edge there. I'm going to put that right in there. Let me pull that back so you can see it better. But before we do that, let's grab our next thing that goes in the pot. Right, so I have this pretty paper here. Let's put that back in there. Tissue paper, pink and white gingham. And I'm going to put that in my pot. Just make sure we have it even all around. And I'm going to grab a little styrofoam thing and use that to push it in. And then we'll just leave it in there like that. And that kind of sticking out. I'm going to scooch it up a little bit more. Let me get it back where you can see it better. So that's what I have. How pretty is that? And then we'll take our little... I might need to pull you up some. So we've got that up higher. We're going to take, this is why we left our stick longer here. And we're just going to grab a hold of it so I don't pull my straw out by holding on to it. And just push it in. I could just cut out this whole thing. And push it in. Sorry about getting you off camera there. Oopsie. See, that's why I didn't want to pull on this straw. Alright, so we've got that. So that is all ready there. I could have taken the time to, let's shape this up a little bit more here and then squish it in. I'll have some of the styrofoam as well. So that's what we've got so far. Now I have some pink ribbon here. Oh please. I was trying to get you at the perfect eye level. So I have this pink ribbon that it's 3/8 of an inch wide. And we're going to make us a bow to go around the top. In hindsight, that might have been a good thing to do before I you know, put all that in there. So let's get our scissors. I think, let's see here. And then I thought I should have got some little rubber bands. That would have been really good to put on these bows. So I'm just gonna snip it right there at an angle, snip this side at an angle, and then just gonna take it like that and tie it together like I push it in, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's even. It's kind of double-sided. Alrighty. We got ourselves a little bow here. And that's probably a little bit long right there. But that's okay, because we need a little piece to go around our stick. Let's cut that off. And I'm going to take my time getting this back over here. And I'm going to take a little bit of glue. Just a little bit of hot glue. Put it right on this. Just a little pinch there. And I'm going to take this. So we're going to make it look like it's wrapped around our candy. Let's turn it. I'll put another piece right here. A little dollop of glue, not much. Not much. And then we'll need another piece right here. I'm going to take our bow, hopefully before that dries. Stick it right on there. How cute is that? Maybe I should have chosen different paper. Alright, so we've got this so far. I'm going to speed it up and make a few more little candies and put in here and let you see the final result. Right, for this next one, I'm going to use my little part that we cut off the bottom of our styrofoam we put in our coffee pot, and I'm going to make a cone, and we're going to make us a little ice cream cone. Alright, now that we have this all on here, what we're going to do is take our small palette knife, and I'm just going to kind of make some diagonals, and then we'll go back the other way and make it look more like a cone, and then we're going to put some paint on it. I'll get that going like that. I don't know. Maybe they go up and down. I don't usually get a cone. I like ice cream in a bowl. I should do it like that. I don't know. It's just thinking waffle cone here. Maybe it would go on up there. So, we're going to have something here anyway, huh? Okay. Let's do one more. There we go. So that's what we have. It kind of looks like a cone. Well, let's get some brown paint on this thing. I don't know if my fan is blowing. I'm having trouble speeding up because I kept saying hold the camera still. I do have a fan going, but I don't know what's causing that. Alright, I'm going to stick this little stick right here in the bottom of this that we had left over. We'll just, this is a little bit dark, but we can add some dark titanium white on top and lighten it up a little bit. It's gonna be fine. It's just fun art, right? This is gonna be not so shabby to absolutely fabulous. How about that? I hope. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. I'll get that on there. I'm still not digging that pearl on top of that. Might need a smaller one. Maybe that's it. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Alright, so I'm just going to add some of this dark titanium white on top of that. I really wish we could have made our little our little cone orange because that that stuff was so runny. It's crazy. I don't know if this is the look I'm going for either, but you know. We'll see here in a second. Just doing a really thin coat so the brown comes through, but not so brown. Could have done yellow. I've got some yellow over here. That would have been really cute too. Might need to do that, huh? That might be what I need to do. Okay, let's get this on here. Get the bottom so it's all the same. Alright, so I don't know. We'll let it dry, and the jury's still out on that color. So I'm going to take one of these smaller balls, and I'm not going to cut it in half. I'm just going to cut the bottom part off. The other thing I thought would be really sharp was not. I should probably just get up and get my blades. I know where they are, but yeah, improvising. That's what it's all about sometimes, just improvising. And we'll save that in case we need it for something else. And then we're going to make this look like ice cream. Alright. I'm going to go for not the orange sherbet, the green ice cream. What's that? Napoleon? Or is that the strawberry, vanilla, and and chocolate all together? I don't know what's wrong with that stuff, but I'm going to tell you what. It was not working out. Alright, let's get this rolled out. I think might be better, like we did our candy ball, cake ball. If it doesn't turn into that mush like the oh brother. Holy moly. Oh, what did you lose my green? Alright, let's get it going here. So I've got that on there. I'm going to smooth it a little bit more to make it look like ice cream. I took a little toothpick and stuck in the bottom. I have cat hair. Good thing this isn't real food. And I did put some yellow paint on our cone. I'm still not in love with it, but we're going with it. We're just going to push this in there. On there. It is coming off a little bit here, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some more of the green and just put it around the edges, because it's going to come over the top of our little cone. It is a goofy looking little cone, but hey, it's okay. Alright, this is something kids could do too, right? I think everything I do, I say kids could do this too. Oh, and just get it on there like that. Think about how it would look. It wouldn't look exactly perfect anyway, right? Wouldn't have cat hair in it though. Oh. I don't know how these things happen. Oh, I do know. That was the piece I dropped on the floor. I did pick it up and use it. We wouldn't use that if we were eating, right? Alright, so I'm gonna, let's grab our stick. And then let's just, oh, it's not gonna work. I'll just use my thumb and we'll make it look better. Push this up a little bit like it's dripping down instead of just a blob. and smooth that back out. There we go. I don't want it to look too perfect. Alright, so there we go. We've got a single cone of ice cream. It's very cute. It's a little one, right? It's a little one. So I'm going to put that right in there. And I'm going to close this up. And then we're going to put some Mod Podge on that. Maybe. And get some sprinkles on it as well. Alright, here she is all put together. I think I may need to turn this over. There we go. So let me know what you think. I think I'll add a couple more balls, candy balls, cake balls. I think they would be cake in there to balance it out. But you get the idea. So a little simple, easy fake bake. And we've turned a not so shabby coffee pot, but it was thrifted into something fantastic. Got a little paper doily down here. I'll just keep adding. So I did add bows to all of them. Oops, except the ice cream cone. I don't really like that one. But it gives it a different shape. And I have to move that blue one because it's like right in the lid. So I'll have a little dent in that. But, and I have glitter everywhere. I did change that size of that pearl on the top of those to just a little bit smaller bead. But I love it. It's just darling. Maybe that'll be better to squish it down a little bit more. Alright. Guys, don't forget to see beauty, especially within yourself. And check out my description for the link to the entire playlist. I'm sure they all have something absolutely fabby for you. Ta-ta for now.